Oh, it's a constant shivers. Live from a block of ice wrapped in an ice cube. Can you wrap an ice cube around something? I'm sure you can. It's your daily dose of Ben and Jerry's branded Biz Nuggets. I didn't realize they started to sell our.
We're branding? I love
Yeah, I
that.
had no idea.
Joined as always by empirical Emma Lurking and melodramatic Matt Mascardi. I'm cool as a cucumber in a bowl of hot sauce. I kind of wish I was in a bowl of hot sauce. Today in our water-based ice bag of nuggets, I don't know what's going on there, called January 11th, 2022. Damien does some populist math and makes fun of stuff. That's like every
Shocking.
episode.
That never happens.
Matt plays the Musk trifecta.
I do.
And Emma starts her essay for the Cornell University MBA program.
We knew it was coming. We said in the prediction show. I'm so
Cool.
excited.
I like that she's doing that live on here. Let's do this. We got a lot of stuff. Eli Manning.
Yuck.
That's the
it.
story, everybody.
Done. See you later. We're out.
The luckiest bastard in sports. Eli Manning joins private equity firm Brand Velocity Partners.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gonna need
as a
some.
part-time advisor or conference glad-hander, but as an actual partner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Here's the quote from the dope. People don't realize that I do the Monday Night Football gig from my house. So unless BVP is planning meetings between 8:15 to 11:30 on Monday nights, I'm pretty much wide open.
Oh, qualified.
Manning
right,
first got
good.
to know BVP when his jockey toe-headed family, can you tell I'm a Patriots fan? Invested in a grill maker called Bar BBQ Guys, which BVP bought in 2020.
There's a lot of other words.
According to Axios, here's the bottom line. The road to private equity almost always used to go through banks or consulting firms. It now has a much wider range of starting points. Let me take a stab at rewriting that bottom line for you, Axios. Dumb white dudes keep winning as the bro culture scores another touchdown. I did my quick and dirty. I did my quick and dirty BVP math. There's a lot going on their weird website. There's a lot of smiling. It was making me uncomfortable. But here's the main takeaway. After a lot of like right clicking and opening in new tabs, it was really driving me crazy. Here's the main takeaway. There's 23 partners. 3 of them are women.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of women, right?
That's a lot of women.
Boring white guy, BWG, 70%. That's about the mark I'm getting. Is about 70% with all these companies. There is one, someone I'm calling a WGB, which is a white guy with a beard, and I'm actually added the P because I looked at him. I was like, he looks like a professor, so I called him a white guy with a beard professor. And then I opened his profile. The dude is a professor. I'm just saying. This is how easy this industry is. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. There we go. Eli Manning's a partner now. Yay. At a venture capital firm. Yeah, he did it.
Finally. I was worried he wouldn't make it. He finally ascended. I have for you a Musk trifecta today. First, let's start us off with an appetizer of loaded Musk potatoes. Tesla, here's the headline. Tesla adds chill and assertive self-driving modes.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that humans are asked not to have assertive modes while driving their Toyota Corollas, Tesla's self-driving car software restored a feature called chill and assertive driving modes for its AI. The cars actually, this is real, actually will do rolling stops at stop signs.
I'm good at that.
And they ignore certain exit lane restrictions. They'll change lanes more frequently. They do all sorts of, and they'll follow more closely the car in front of them. Early indications are that the car will also punch jaywalkers and occasionally will show up drunk at their ex-spouse's house looking for sex. In contrast, chill mode has yet to be used in a single Tesla car, unless you count Larry, who got too stoned and thought that was actually a music setting. But I want to take a stab at rewriting the headline for you, because this is the BBC reporting on this. Headline should have said, "Hey, punk-ass snowflakes. Tesla adds get the fuck out of my way self-driving modes to its car, you snowflake bitch."
Wait, can I interrupt you for a second? This
Please.
is true? They're going to do rolling stops at stop sign and ignore certain exit lanes? This is all true?
That's actually true, yes. It
Is
might
it
show up
legal?
drunk.
How the hell
but
can
I
they get
don't
away
know.
with this?
The big question is, so the BBC went to go ask Tesla for comment, but Tesla disbanded its PR department and media relations department in 2020, and there was no one to call. No one answered.
I got to say, last year I said I was never going
was in
to
the
I wasn't going
dark,
to talk
yeah.
about Kimball Musk's brother anymore. But hats off to Kimball Musk's brother. He invents new ways for me to hate him like daily.
Well,
I mean, it's
gotta-
actually kind of incredible. Like maybe I'm like turning the corner back on him now. I like him again.
I got another one for you, because we're on to our main course, which is the medium rare Musk-based steak. Here's the headline: Tesla's most prominent black executive is leaving the company. Valerie Capers Workman became Tesla's head of HR in 2020. Valerie is actually best known as the lone defender of Tesla following high-profile racial harassment verdict against the company, unless you count Kimball Musk's brother. Actually, let's take a stab at rewriting this headline.
Okay.
After a cursory review of Tesla's management team and its filings, here's the new headline:
Yeah.
Tesla's only prominent black executive is leaving the company.
Okay,
Did I?
that makes more. Now
I
feel
think
that
I
makes more sense to
summarized
me.
that one
Okay.
a little bit better.
All right.
And finally, let's wash it down with a Musk parfait. Hold the Musk. Here's the headline for you: Starlink self-heating internet satellite dishes are attracting cats. That's a real thing. That's
Okay.
right. Elon Musk, billionaire and world's smartest brother of Kimball Musk, has figured out how to save the planet using angry electric cars, overpriced solar panels, and reusable fuel-sucking rockets. But he is yet to figure out how to keep cats from sitting on SpaceX-controlled Starlink satellite dishes. There's an image that's gone viral of an actual satellite dish outside someone's house with like 6 cats sitting on it. Unless the recall for all of Tesla's cars that shipped in 2020 has totally diverted Elon, he has no plans to address the cat licks its own ass on satellite issue anytime soon. Maybe in part because of SpaceX's board.
Okay.
Because it turns out a homogenous group of 8 private equity masters of the universe dudes, 7 of whom are BWGs, means you miss the need for things like diversity in thought, including but not limited to women, people of color, or, veterinarians.
Right.
So I'm going to finish out our must trifecta by rewriting this last headline, shall I?
Okay. Yeah.
Starlink's internet dishes are finally attracting pussies, just
Oh.
not to the board.
Ooh.
No?
I mean,
There it is. I did it just for
mean,
Emma.
I had
did
to
it
turn
just
off the
for Emma.
volume.
I did it just for Emma.
he's not. I mean, he's making fun of Elon Musk. I don't know what's going on there. All right,
I don't
moving on. Speaking of, no, I'm
That's
not
just
saying
for
that.
Emma. This is just for the peep.
Rachel Balkovec makes history as the first female manager in minor league baseball after the Yankees tapped her to lead the Tampa Tarpons, their low A affiliate team. Not sure about the usage of tapped her, CNBC, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I didn't like that.
I read that the first time as tampons too. So
I did too, unfortunately.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Uh,
O for O.
And it had to be low A, right? God forbid it's high A or even medium A. In case you forgot, though, we already covered 2 other recent glass baseball ceiling firsts. Bianca Smith joined the Red Sox as the first black woman to coach in professional baseball, and Kim Ng as baseball's first female general manager for the Miami Marlins. Although CNBC writers botched that one too. They called them the Dolphins. Whatever.
All right. You're
Yeah,
wrong lead, but good.
Too busy giggling over tapped her. All right, it's time for America's favorite math class. Simple, non-specific, estimate-heavy, populist math time. All right. I dug into it a bit. Baseball records go back to about 1876. So that's 146 seasons. There've been about 20 teams per season. That's about 3,000 teams. Roughly 5 minor league teams per team. It's about 15,000 teams overall. You add some other non-affiliated minor league team. Okay, we basically have about 16,000 minor league seasons. We have had one female manager. So the percentage of female managers in affiliated professional baseball, 0.006%. That's it.
That sounds high to me.
That's not high. They found one
Okay.
though.
All right. So I'm in the dark right now because all of the electricity in my room just shut off. So that's
How are you
that's why
doing this?
I
How
don't
are
even
you,
know what's happening.
It's,
How are you with us?
My
Doesn't
computer
matter.
is
Just keep
charged.
going. Keep going.
All right. So moving on. We're all well aware that Matt thinks he's better than us because he went to an
Thanks.
Ivy, but he should
Thanks.
feel
Soft
ashamed
Ivy.
to be a Brown Bear today. In addition to 15
don't
other
shame that.
prestigious American colleges, Brown University is being sued for antitrust violations regarding a shared formula to determine financial aid awards for students. So schools are legally allowed to share their admission formulas through an antitrust exemption as long as they do not include financial need in their criteria. According to the legal team, the issue is this: they 100% include financial need in their criteria. Here is an example of what this lawsuit is attempting to prohibit in the form of a thematically relevant multiple choice question.
Whoa, this is mind blowing.
I know,
My mind.
I
But I
know.
went to Oberlin, so I don't really understand what
You
she's
don't
talking
get it.
about.
I
Okay,
get it.
Yeah, this
Keep
is
going.
too highbrow for you.
yeah.
All right, here's your question. Brown University is looking at two equally qualified applicants to admit for the class of 2026, Matt and Damien. Damien is
already
a
there's a problem. Not
multi-generational
equal.
legacy whose mommy and daddy wrote a fat check to the Nuclear
Ooh,
Weaponry Development
this.
Department,
I like this
and
new
Matt
guy.
is just a regular person.
Uh-huh.
Who does Brown admit and why? Option A. They admit Matt because of his moving personal essay about his battle with cruise ship obsession syndrome.
Yeah, that was a
Option
good
B.
essay, Matt.
They admit
took me a
Damien
while.
because he seems like a promising future student in the Nuclear Weaponry Department.
Yeah, I
Option
like money.
C, Yep.
Not.
Option C, they admit both candidates in a coordinated effort to push women out of higher
I
education.
like that. I like that choice.
And option D, they admit Damien because mommy and daddy can pay the ridiculously expensive tuition bills in full. Please choose the correct answer.
Well, first of all, I don't know if you've been to an Ivy League college recently, but
Yeah.
they're pretty woke now. So the Nuclear Weaponry Development
Emma doesn't like
Department
that one.
isn't exactly the source of
Although-
student interest.
I've asked you about this many times, Matt. Some woke communities are embracing nuclear
No, I mean
energy.
woke in the air quote way, where like
Okay,
they do a lot of like wokey stuff.
Oh,
It's like
weaponry,
performative
right,
woke,
right,
right?
weaponry.
You know, the weaponry
Yeah.
department isn't going to be what they
Yeah,
call it. They're
okay.
they're going to call it the massage the seals with nuclear technology
Yeah.
department or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm going to go with C because that's the best.
Uh-huh.
Push out women in higher education. That seems to make sense.
I mean, I'm gonna go. I mean, I never went to the Ivy League, so I'm gonna go D. They admit me.
All right. Well,
Right? I mean, yeah.
you were actually both wrong. The answer is
Fine.
D, but you both forgot to flip the paper over and see if there was a back, and you
Yeah.
missed a secondary short answer
Yes.
section in which you
Yeah.
should have written. And because the schools have an antitrust exemption, they can keep their financial aid to a minimum and prevent price competition. That
I
would be
didn't
the
see
correct
that. That was like a
I know.
footnote.
You guys didn't even flip
Yeah.
it over. Come on, stupid.
Tell me
But-
more.
To sum it up, the lawsuit
Yeah.
represents 5 students who attended some of the schools being accused of price fixing. The legal team is seeking damages for the students and a permanent end to the university's collaborative financial aid calculations. In addition to those 5 students, lawyers have said that upwards of 170,000 more students, going back to up to 18 years, who receive partial financial aid might be eligible to join the lawsuit
it
as
could be you,
plaintiffs.
Matt.
Unfortunately, Matthew Mascardi graduated from Brown University in the spring of 2001, almost 21
Yeah,
years
I'm
ago,
ineligible.
which makes him ineligible to participate in this suit. Matt, did I succeed in making you feel old?
First of all, where is that information? Is
Don't
that-
worry
I-
about
I-
it. None
I
of your
don't-
business.
That
It's on
it
your
makes me
MySpace page.
uncomfortable. I don't even have like I probably just have a Friendster page left.
LinkedIn.
Why are you singling out the Ivy League? Doesn't this say 16 colleges?
It
here?
does.
This is more-
It's
How dare you.
Vanderbilt,
Because-
Rice. It's all. of them.
Because my
Every-
guess is Tufts isn't on there because no one cares about going there. That's the problem.
Thank God.
And finally, let's wrap up with some quick hitters. First, Union wins election at a second Buffalo area Starbucks.
Woo!
The National Labor Relations Board certified the victory after tossing several votes from employees it said did not work at the store.
That's right. I mentioned that.
Gotta love that new Starbucks blend called Venti Shady Shit. File this next one under, hey, fans of the alternative democracy, it's time to call your nuns and sharpen your voting finger because Greta Thunberg's planet needs you. Carbon emissions increased in 2021, mainly driven by coal.
Oh, yeah. Cole's dead, though.
Coal burned for electricity spiked 17% in 2021, the first increase since 2014. The switch back to coal was largely due to increasing natural gas prices. Because of a lack of federal rules and standards, changes in emissions are largely at the whim of energy market dynamics. Do you get what I'm serving here? Take it to the proxies. Let's go BlackRock on their ass. Am I allowed to say that? Did that get a buzz? I don't even know.
That does feel racist.
Okay. Oh, I thought maybe it just felt anti-Fink or something. And finally, file this under the New York Times just noticed a thing. Here's the headline. For retail workers, Omicron disruptions aren't just about health. Stores are shortening hours, fitting rooms are being closed, and some employees can't go on break. Many store workers are also grappling with shifting guidelines around isolation and juggling childcare. Morale could not be lower, one retail worker said. A posh New York Times reader responded, my supply chain has a uterus?
It does not. It does not.
It.
I like that the quote was from one retail worker said.
I don't know. All I want to know is 2 years in, they're realizing that this pandemic affects workers not just by catching COVID. Like there might be some other ramifications. Wait, we're not all Goldman Sachs employees working
Finally,
from home? What?
We got it. We're at the top.
Thanks, New York Times.
That was Damian Rallis and Emma Lurking. I'm Matt Muscardi. We have Free Float Media. If you like what we're talking about, but if you like watching Emma in the dark with a weird flashlight, then come back here tomorrow for more business nuggets on Business Pants. Go subscribe and do the things. Goodbye. Sharpen your proxy finger.